All right, here's a quick video to talk about how to finish off rims and tops of things. Now, this could be a coil pot. This could be any sort of pot, a coil pot and slab pot. It happens to be a little slab built cylinder that I was basically explaining some darting on. So you want to step back. You want to see the piece in space. And if we're concentrating on the rim, even with the rim as messed up as this rim is, I can start pushing down on this high spot and moving the clay by pinching toward and into the low spots. Now, this rim that is so messed up, I probably would have myself added a coil to the top of this, even though it's slab built, right? You can use your skills from all building techniques. But you can see, even without doing that, I'm able to push down on that rim and then pinch that volume along. It all goes back to coil building. It all goes back to making a pinch pot. But you see how I was able to kind of fill in that low spot by pushing that material down and then pinching it along that rim, which cleans up that rim substantially. You can see it's thick over here too. So it's really just about moving the material, right? First, you have to decide where you want the material, and then you have to start moving it there. And the how to move it there is really just found by experimenting. How can I move this material along this rim and pinch it toward that direction where there needs to be clay, right? There's too much clay in one space. How do I move it? Here, watch this one. See, there's a low spot facing you. I can actually push the clay down and along that rim from the sides and slowly kind of coax the clay into that depression and slowly kind of fill it. Starting from way back, kind of move that material. And part of it is you're pinching it kind of thinner, and then you're compressing that rim with your finger as you come along to fill in that space. But again, it really takes some time to see it. Where is it low? Where does it need material? Can I move material along that rim? And this is a lot to fill in a little bit of space, and this clay is not very thick, so I don't have a lot of latitude here. But you can see, if I kind of stay at it, if I keep trying to move clay along this rim into that low spot, you can see that I can start to get some material there, but it's about moving the material. I would do this before I would add material. And then, of course, you can bring your other skills to life, right? And look, here's a coil, a nice evenly rolled coil. I could simply choose to go around this. Now, if you were too dry, you would need to do some slipping and scoring on your rim. But a nice evenly rolled coil, I can always bring it in here. And again, though, it's moving material. I'm moving material up over that coil, trying to preserve the integrity of the coil, though. See, I've not disturbed that top edge of the coil. Now, this is just wet enough for this coil to stick without slipping and scoring. Just. Now, sometimes you'll want to create that really clean junction. So let's pretend this was the coil that I was attaching. A neat little trick that you can employ is to basically overlap, and this is actually math, opposite interior angles. Look, I can overlap these at the very end of my coiling, and then you can see that it will go together with a nice overlap. All right, you see that? So I would have been going along, and then I would have overlapped this last little bit right here and gently cut it. I just kind of smush it into itself gently. Now I can go around and I can just pull that little bit of clay from the slab built piece over that coil to hide that seam. And I can do it on the inside too if it's critical to me. So, finishing edges is first about seeing. Finishing rims or edges is first about seeing. And then second, it's really about moving the material, right? So often in seeing, you have to step back and really look at the piece. And moving material, you just have to spend time moving the clay around. And then we have a much more cohesive rim right here. Now, I know I'm looking at this as a top right now, but this will probably end up being a cup for one of my other classes, and that'll be the bottom. So it'll kind of sit upright a little bit like that nicely. So I've got this rim to finish. So sometimes if you have a nice clean rim, you can just go around, especially after setting it on the board, you can just go around and pinch the two edges and create a single edge that's more in the middle. All right, so lots of different options in finishing rims when hand building, but it's about making it read more as one edge. So getting rid of this line and creating a line that is more in the middle of the end of that slab or material. Okay.